So the HR job should be spotting talented people and bringing up into surface. I assume that everyone is born talented, but through a proper education and training, you can make people a lot more talented and things of that kind, and make sure that this talent is used. I've written in one of my books titled as Economics. I'm sure some of you may have seen is Human Resource Economics, in which I've estimated when you pay a simple 10,000 rupees salary to a person, that person's time costs 1 rupee a minute. If you pay 1 lakh a month, that person's time costs 10 rupees a minute. A 10-minute telephone call uses 100 rupees of the corporation, and when two people talk between themselves, 200 rupees of the corporation on a 10-minute telephone call is wasted. Opportunity cost for this 10-minute telephone call is supposed to be 4 times in a finance company or an IT company, and about 10 times in a manufacturing kind of a company. That means 10-minute telephone calls opportunity cost is about 100 multiplied by 10, about 1000 rupees in a manufacturing company and 400 rupees in an IT company. So when you make next time a telephone call for 10 minutes, you will ask yourself the question, am I putting my talent to use because I am spending 100 rupees on the company, am I getting 400 out of it or 1000 out of it and so on. Now this is just to say that talent is the most important resource we have, even if you want to convert it to financial kind of thing. So therefore, the most important task of the HR person is to manage talent and manage time. Now what does all this mean for transforming HR for new business? Now I have identified a few things as imperatives, as a kind of imperatives. If HR people has to give their best, I would say that HR people should start thinking ahead of the CEOs, because the modern CEO today is stuck with so many problems. You can see even a person like Kumar Birla has to now move around meeting the finance minister, meeting the prime minister and so on. They have an important role called as boundary management. They have an important role of managing a whole lot of other kind of things. On the top of it, they are driven by quarterly targets, daily kind of turnover, monthly turnover, and annual kind of targets and so on. So most important roles of CEOs today, unfortunately, have become short term, managing boundaries, managing of course various stakeholders and things of that kind. Under these circumstances, there is no guarantee that the CEO of a company is able to think of what adds to the long-term benefit of the company, that is the intellectual capital. CEO doesn't have time to think, therefore I would like to put HR manager as the person who should think of all the intangibles that a corporation can gather for itself. In other words, intellectual capital management should become a primary focus of HR managers. So that is what makes him or her a business, you may call it business partner or business driven. So HR people should think ahead of their CEOs in terms of what practices can we have, what are the kind of values we need to have, how do we maintain our brand image, how do we service our loyal customers, how do we enhance our customer groups and things of that nature. The second most important thing is, it is not enough to think ahead of the CEO. Secondly, you need to think also of ways of influencing the CEO. CEOs have their own perspectives of their world, and therefore HR managers with their understanding of the intellectual capital, values, culture and things of that nature should once in a while be able to direct the CEO's thinking. And I am sure most of you know the story of the way the National HRD Network was born. And the way the National HRD Network was born was very interesting. One of the HR managers in the 1985 conference said that he has been recruited as a HRD manager, but his CEO did not know how to use him. His CEO had no clue of what is HRD, and therefore his CEO started using him to do all routine kind of jobs, including counting tables and chairs and things of that nature. In fact, he said in the conference, I really don't know, I came here to learn from the conference, that what can be done when the CEO really uses HRD as a good decorative piece and does not know how to use it. Another HRD manager said, look sir, I was in the same situation when my CEO recruited me, but I did something very interesting. I'll share my experience. This experience might help you. And he said, when my CEO recruited me, he also didn't know what to do with the HRD person because everyone is having HRD department. He started a HRD department, he recruited me. And since he didn't know, he started putting me to do all kinds of routine things. I almost became something like his executive assistant, maintaining his diary, maintaining visitors, doing public relations and so on. But one fine morning I volunteered and became a member of the local management association and got myself elected to be one of the office bearers. And in one of the meetings, I told the local management association, why don't we have a lecture? Many people are talking of human resource development. Why don't we have a lecture on human resource development?